practice that we teach here. What we teach here is called Vipassana. Vipassana means seeing clearly. So you don't come to practice here to feel peaceful or to escape your problems. You come here, in a sense, to face them, to face the problems in your own mind. You get away from the things that trigger your problems or the things that distract you from dealing with your own problems, but you come here to face them and to see them clearly. The theory behind the Buddha's teaching is that our suffering is caused by our ignorance about the causes of our suffering or the mechanics of it. It's not because we're not able to run away or escape our problems, it's because we don't understand them. And they only become problems because we don't understand them or because we misunderstand them, and therefore react inappropriately, react in ways that cause us suffering. Specifically, we see things as being subject to three very important characteristics. We see things as being stable, or we seek out things that are stable. We seek to find stability. We seek out satisfaction, and we see things as satisfying. And control. We seek to try to control, and we seek out control. And the problem is that we seek these out in things that don't have those characteristics. We seek out stability in things that are unstable. And so we often find ourselves juggling or having a balancing act, just trying to maintain this illusion of stability in a world that is chaotic, right? We try to find satisfaction by repeatedly indulging in things that could never satisfy us, sensuality of all kinds, repeatedly seeking out something new, something exciting, something that could give us that quick fix, seeing that as somehow satisfying, and as a result, of course, becoming addicted and suffering from the negative effects of addiction. Because these things that we cling to are momentary, they're ephemeral, and so can never satisfy us. And we seek out control in things that are out of our control. We seek to control people, we seek to control ourselves, we seek to control our jobs, our lives, our situation, and are constantly frustrated when things don't go according to our expectations, when people act in ways that we wish they wouldn't, and refuse to submit to our wishes, even our own body and our own mind. We can't control, and we try to control our mind, something that meditators find themselves stuck in, trying to control their mind, control their bodies, and they realize how stuck we are on this need to control, need to be in charge. It's one of the three things. All of these three things prevent us from letting go. So when you start to practice, you start to see, you notice the things that are unstable, unsatisfying, and uncontrollable for what they are, and you stop clinging to them. You stop trying to find stability, satisfaction, and control, and well, that's a good thing. You, as a result, don't suffer from expectations that are unmet. So that's briefly what it means to see clearly. You do this by facing your experiences. And what does it mean to face? Well, this is the actual practice. In order to see clearly, you have to pay attention. And you have to be in a state where you're not judgmental about the experience. You have to be objective, right? So it's not just about looking, it's about having the capacity to look. And so we have this quality of mind we call mindfulness in English. Yeah, it's not a great translation, but it means something like remembering. And the meaning of that is that you don't lose sight of experiences as they occur. You don't lose sight of the real experience that you're experiencing, and how that what the meaning of that is normally when we experience things like pain, for example, we quickly lose sight of the pain in favor of all of the mental machinations that go on about the pain. it being bad, it being a problem, and about how to fix it, how to escape it, how to be free from the pain, and so we're caught up in all this extraneous mental activity that isn't actually paying attention to the pain. And the idea is that if we were to just pay attention to the pain, we would become more comfortable with it. We would become less reactionary. We come to see that there's really no reason to get upset about the pain. We see that the pain is not worth it. It's unstable, it's unsatisfying, it's uncontrollable. And what that means is you can't fix it. You can't. It's not the right solution to try to run away from pain, because it's a part of life, just like pleasure and just like calm. So the practice of mindfulness is about reminding ourselves in order to remember or to stay conscious of the experience just as it is. And we use a very ordinary, very well-established technique, and that's to actually remind yourself with a word, with a mantra. So we focus on, say, the body. When you walk, you will say to yourself, walking, walking. And this teaches you to be present with the experience without any judgment, without any distraction. Keeps you strongly focused on the experience of walking. We focus on the feelings. When you feel pain, you would focus on the pain and say, pain, pain. And again, this keeps you focused on the experience of pain without any judgment, without any reaction to it. We focus on our thoughts when you're thinking about the past or future, to see that the thoughts as just thoughts, and to see that they're happening in the present moment, to see them as things that arise here and now, so that we don't get caught up in the content of the thought, creating all sorts of reactions, worrying about the future, lamenting the past, etc., etc. And finally, we focus on dhammas, which you can think of as like emotions or states of mind. It's a big part of the Dhamma. So this means our actual reactions. We focus on things like anger, desire, worry, fear, restlessness, distraction. And we focus on these in order to, first of all, help us see how they are a big part of what causes us to suffer. But also to, like anything else, see that they are simply experiences that arise and cease. Even our bad habits of anger or hatred, our bad habits of addiction and desire, fear, worry, anxiety, are still only moments of experience. And if we are able to grasp the moment of experience as it is, it loses the power it has over us. We see it arising, and rather than react to it, we watch it cease. And by repeatedly applying this technique, where you just say to yourself, angry, angry, or anxious, anxious, or if you want something, you would say wanting, wanting. And if you like something, you say liking, liking, afraid, afraid, worried, sad, depressed, restless, distracted. Noting all these things, again, keeps you focused on them, reminds you, yes, this is this, this is this. Instead of being bad, being a problem, being a reason to go and yell at someone or go and chase after things that you want or run away from things that you're afraid of. And so it stops right there. The experience arises and ceases, and that's it. So that's what we call mindfulness. If you do this with the body, the feelings, the mind, the dhammas, these are the four foundations for mindfulness, then you'll start to see more clearly. You'll start to be able to face your experiencing. You'll lose the need to have to run away, to have to escape, and to have to manage your life so that you only experience the things that you want and that you never experience the things that you don't want, because you can lose all your wants and likes and dislikes, and you can be flexible. You can be able to adapt to the changes in life, the vicissitudes that are so much a part of everyday life. So this is what we teach here. We'll show you how to do walking meditation and sitting meditation as a means of training you in this, so that you can come to see clearly. And again, if I'm here, you're welcome to come and meet me, and maybe we'll practice together. So thank you all for your interest in the Buddha's teaching and your continued practice and dedication to cultivating good thoughts and speech and actions, and to cultivate wisdom and understanding and the clarity of mind that we call Vipassana. Wish you all the best. See you in the future.